Hello, we are back in downtown Grand Rapids at the Glimpse of Africa Festival, participating in our author series. And our next author is Joan Cornelison with Esther's Hope. Joanne, how are you?
I am doing very well, thank you.
It's good to see you,
It's good
and
to see you.
it's good to hear more about this awesome book that you've written. But before we get to the book, Esther's Hope, please tell us a little about yourself.
I am an ordained minister of the gospel, but I wear several hats. I am a pastor, a local pastor at Sentinel Point Community Church. I am vice president at Baruch Senior Ministries, and then I am CEO and founder of Esther's Hope Ministries.
That is truly awesome. As you mentioned, you do wear a lot of hats.
Yes, I do.
um, so please tell us a little about Esther's Hope, and the significance that you're trying to convey to the readers, specifically when we're looking at today the festival in Grand Rapids, A Glimpse of Africa.
Esther's Hope is really born out of a passion that I felt in my heart. As I was working up the corporate ladder, I got to a stage in my life when I just wanted to do something more. And that something more meant reaching back into my country and helping underprivileged girls access education. So I established Esther's Hope for that purpose, to give these young women in rural areas the opportunity to go to school.
Wonderful. Please tell us a little bit about more your upbringing. Where exactly are you trying to impact?
All right. Well, I was born, raised, and educated in Kenya, and then, of course, came to the United States in 1996. And I pursued religious studies, became a pastor, and that led me down the path of serving people with disabilities first. And then now I serve senior citizens. But deep within my heart is still that need to give every young woman the opportunity to be all that she can be. And so Esther's Hope is really about helping young women explore their potential.
Wonderful. When we look back in places, certain parts of Kenya,
Uh-huh.
have you been able to engage with the young women in Kenya so that potentially they may see you as an inspiration, as a sign of hope?
Absolutely. Kenya is an amazing country with amazing people. Some people have every opportunity that you can imagine, as many opportunities as we find in the West. But then there are others who do not have access to those kinds of opportunities. And so as I got deeper into my corporate life, I began to wrestle with what was happening to the girls back home. Many of them are from rural areas where they are forced to get married really, really early, as young as 9. Some are forced to go through a ritual called the FGM. Others are forced to go into menial labor, house girls, where some people take advantage of them. And so just as a pastor, my heart was aching. And I felt like I had been so fortunate to find this opportunity to come to the West. And I didn't want to hold on to that opportunity just for me. And so this is the way that I felt I could plant myself back in my community and help other young women access education and reach their full potential. And
Right, and, and
so,
and that's a goal that can be shared everywhere around this world. And so your intentionality is so pure, and I can see these words in the book just inspiring girls and young ladies from all across the globe.
yes, yes. So I was going to add that every year I travel to Kenya. I meet with the girls personally. I listen to all their stories, as many as 300 stories every single year. And then we go through an interview process where we admit girls into our program. And we walk alongside their parents in making sure that they can have a seat in school.
Wow. That's very powerful and very positive. How can people that are watching today, and of course, because this will live online, get a hold of you so that they perhaps might participate in this wonderful work that you're doing or might want to apply?
I love talking to people. So I'd say the first option is to call me directly, 616-635-7993. I would love to talk with anyone who wants to learn more about Esther's Hope. But we also have a website, www.estershopeministries.net, and we capture our stories right on that website. So it will give you a taste of who we are.
Fascinating. Esther, not Esther, but the book, Esther's Hope. Joanne, what can we, as people who read your book and are inspired, what can we do to support what you're doing, whether it's locally in Grand Rapids, in Haiti, in Kenya? What words of encouragement can you give us so that we can help uplift young women all around the world?
You know, when I think about the world we live in today, the needs are so many, just overwhelming, this overwhelming need. And so what I would say is just open your heart, open your eyes, and for each one of us, we will sense a passion for a particular group of people, whether that is people in prison or young women who are abused and cannot go to school. It could be anyone that's marginalized and kept on the outskirts of society. And once you feel that burden, I would encourage you to go for it. Go for it. I remember when I began this journey down the path of Esther's Hope, I really didn't know what I was doing. I still think I don't. But I had such a passion for it and such a drive to go after it that I took the first step. And now it's 5 years later, and we have provided more than 500 scholarships for young women in rural areas in Kenya.
Very powerful, Joanne. And the world is much better because of people like you. And I'm glad that I got a chance to meet you, hear your passion, and open your eyes and open your hearts. Sounds to me the title of your next book.
Yes, I am working. I'm always writing. I love to write and I love to read. And hopefully the next one will be out soon.
Awesome. And all those watching, you can get Esther's Hope at your local Kent District Library. And where else can we find out more about you?
Again, on the website, or you can call me directly. And then we also have a Facebook page that is connected to our website, and you can go to our Facebook page as well.
Awesome. Well, Joanne, thank you so much again. You have a great evening. We look forward to continuing to follow you on this journey, and you have a great evening.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Bye-bye.
Pleasure.